How's it going, everybody? So I decided to do something a little bit different this week. I never really do football picks or any other picks, to be honest. So we're going to do week 14 of the NFL picks. Yes, I know Patriots and Rams already played, but the Rams, I would have picked them anyhow. So, hats off to the Rams. Really, I think they finished this, or not finished the season, but I think they're like 9-4, something like that right now. So they're doing pretty well this season. Now, Patriots, of course, they've had a lot going on, losing Tom Brady and all that. So it's been a rough road. They're still trying to figure out where everybody fits in and how to build that team back up. Brady spent 20 years there, so what do you expect? It's going to take a little bit of time for them to climb back up the ladder again, am I right? So I think I'm right. So let's get into it now. So I'm going to try to choose every game if I can. Titans and Jaguars. I think Titans are going to win that, no doubt about that. Vikings and Buccaneers. I'm just going to say, that's. I want to give Tom Brady and the Bucs a fighting chance, so I'm going to say the Buccaneers, no doubt. Chiefs and Dolphins, that's a give me right there. Chiefs should win that one. I'll be really surprised if they don't, if the Dolphins do come up with an upset, but I highly doubt that. You have Mahomes at the I don't know what I was going to say there, but you have Mahomes heading the team up, so there's no doubt about that. I think Mahomes got something up his sleeve anyway, every game. No doubt Chiefs got that in the bag. Broncos and Panthers, I'm on the fence about that, but I think the Broncos, after a sloppy week, everything that happened to them last week, I think they'll probably come back and win this one against the Panthers. Texans and Bears. You have Deshaun Watson, and I loved him in college, and I still like him as a quarterback. I love J.J. Watt. I think he's excellent. This is hard. The Bears are not too shabby, but they're not the greatest either. But I'm going to have to go with the Texans on this one. I think Texans will beat the Bears. Now, I'm not going to go into saying the scores or anything, because this does kind of give me a time limit for YouTube. So, sorry, I can't go into a whole lot of detail like I want to. Maybe one of these days I can, and I'll have somebody to do it with me. So, we'll see about that. Future, maybe. If we can get all these people to sub, please subscribe to my channel where I can at least have a little bit of a staff so we can do more of this. Articles, etc. So, let's jump back into this. Now, Cardinals and Giants. That's a toughie. I think the Cardinals are going to win it. Murray's too good, I feel like. I don't think he's going to let his team take the fall against the Giants. Now, the Cowboys and Bengals. I'm just going to say Bengals. Cowboys are my team, if you know. But they're just not doing good. So, I'm not going to go into what I think about the Cowboys at this moment in time, because that could be a whole segment by itself. And I've actually done something on the Cowboys like maybe a month ago. Go check that out. It's on YouTube as well. Some would say Bengals, no doubt. Even though they've kind of had some struggles too, but it's a struggling year for everybody. But I think it's going to be Cincinnati to win that game. Colts and Raiders. I think the Raiders are going to come out with a victory against the Colts. Now, the Jets and Seahawks. Seattle's got to win this game. They can't let the Jets win, right? So Seattle should automatically win this game, but I don't know, they had a tough week last week, of course. So we'll see if they can make a comeback and beat the Jets at least. Packers and Lions. Packers, no doubt. I think having Aaron Rodgers, he's done pretty well this season. I feel like, after Mike McCarthy was pretty much let go from there, I think Aaron Rodgers really stepped up and was a real leader to this team. And I think he's still doing that right now. And I think the Packers are going to do some damage against the Lions. So Falcons and Chargers, I believe that Chargers, that's kind of a toughie too. So I'm just going to say Chargers, yeah. I'm just going to go with Chargers. Washington versus 49ers. Now, after Alex Smith came back, of course, he's done pretty excellent. He's 3-1. I think he'll go 4-1 at this game. I have Washington winning against the 49ers. Saints and Eagles. Saints should automatically win that game. I say automatically. I don't know. I think Eagles are starting Jalen Hurts again, so we'll see what's going to happen with that. But I go with Saints on that one. There's no doubt about that. Steelers and Bills. Steelers should win that game, but it should be a really good game. I don't think Steelers should win it. I think it's going to be a really close game. Super tight-knit close. And so, that's interesting because I really don't know if I want to go for Big Ben or Josh Allen. as a quarterback matchup. It's going to be a good matchup, no doubt. A veteran quarterback versus still a young quarterback. I think this should be like a really interesting game for both of these teams. But Buffalo has a chance, I feel like, to beat Pittsburgh. But I think it's going to be a really close game. But I still think that Pittsburgh is going to win this. But don't count Buffalo out of this game because I feel like they still do have a pretty decent chance in this game. Ravens and Browns. So, once again, I really don't know. It's really hard to say. I think Baltimore should win this game. I feel like they have the best players overall to beat the Browns. And we know, like, the Browns have struggled and this and that. But it's one of those things, I really wish the Browns would do well for a season, actually make playoffs and be good contenders. You love to see that. So, I don't know. We'll see about that. I think Ravens are going to win that one. They should win it. I think the Ravens overall has a better chance and has a better athletes on that team, needless to say. I mean, Browns are good. They have some good athletes on that team, no doubt about that. I just feel like Ravens overall, they're more talented right now. Browns, they just got some work to do altogether. So, on that note, that's it. Those are the Week 14 matchups for the NFL. I'll do next week and so forth. So, I'm ready for playoffs. I don't know about you. Should be interesting for sure. Hopefully, we will get to have every playoff game and none of it's going to be pushed back or canceled. So, we'll see. On that note, if you have not, please hit that subscribe button. I've got more content coming. I'm working on a couple things right now. So, thank you guys so very much for tuning in. No podcast tomorrow. I'm taking tomorrow off. Of course, no podcast on Sunday. So, hopefully, you guys have a great weekend. See ya.